conference rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the point. Now here's Zubac. And George kicks to Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Memphis ball. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Morant passes to Bing. Second shot opportunity. Back to Clark. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to beat Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Kawhi Leonard, multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Now here's Morant. Clark finds Morant. Knocks it loose. Back to Clark. Bane looking around. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Morant.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
George passes to Zubac. Outside for George. Zubac, a screen on Morant. It's Covington on the wing. Outside Gordon. And here's Leonard from 3. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 5 now.
Once a weakness, Leonard's three-point shot is now a strength, a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
Morant passes to Bing. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And George gets it to go.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And they double up Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. And that one's good, Morant.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here is George. Here's Leonard. Kicks it out to Gordon. Shoots the 3. No good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant passes to Jackson. Adams outside. Covington against Clark. That one goes in.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon against Bane. Leonard attacking and finished off by Leonard.
Wow, with that strength, if Kawhi wants to drive it, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Bane inside the 3-point line. It's good, the assist this time from Jackson. And it's 8 points for Desmond Bane. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. And there's the drive. Here's Batum. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Outside, Bane. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bane. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Outside Gordon. Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Clearly a foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Grizzlies.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Jackson passes to Morant. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And George kicks to Zubats. George looking over the floor. Outside for Batum. Zubats in the post. Adams on him. Clark outside. Outside for Jackson. And that one released in time, but no good.
You know what Kawhi brings to the table defensively. He can.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies lead by 7. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
In at the guard spots, Morant. Oh,
yes. I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And the dunk by Zubats.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Morant reaches to Clark. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bane. Here's Jackson. Good on the bucket. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. If they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California, having a venue just for the Clippers will help. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Morant passes to Bane. Back to Morant. Outside, Bane. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
And Adams sends it back. And it's Memphis on the break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Bane. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
Morant with the steal. Clark with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
And the Clippers call time here. Los Angeles on D. Trailing here by 8. Clark finds Jackson. Back to Clark. Shot clock at 6. It's Morant in the corner. Clark the pass to Jackson. And that one hits back iron.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Bain, Batum with the steal. Here's George. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 3-point lead. Clark the pass to Bain. Back to Clark. It's deflected. Stolen by George. All alone. And George with the stuff.
A terrific ball thief. PG-13 knows it's a priority to create turnovers that spark the running game.
Now here's Morant. Bain with the screen on George. 3-pointer. Ball's knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Bain kicks to Morant. Jackson from long range. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Leonard the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The pass to Clark. Back to Morant. 41 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the night.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished up by Morant.
This is where Jackson's anticipation skills come in. Turning them over and then igniting the fast break.
And the Clippers call time here. Clippers trail by 4. We've got 22 seconds left now here in the second. Left side, Gordon. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Kawhi Leonard will never shy away from carrying the offensive load. He can step up and do that for his team.
Out left to the wing. Here's Bain. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies out in front, up 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
Thank you, David, and we'll be right. Kevin, that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So with George on the bench, here's who Lu's going with. Robert Covington out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
It's tipped. Covington with the steal. For the finish. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Covington. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Jones up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Aldama passes to Concho. Fires the three. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 2 to shoot. From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Deflects the pass. To the paint. Here's Tillman. Brooks outside. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Check out the urgency Powell has in transition. Hustling back to finish the play.
Westbrook against Jones. Passes it to Brooks. Here's Aldama. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Jones against Westbrook. Jones the pass to Tillman. Just 5 to shoot.
Active on defense. When Powell puts forth this type of effort, it distracts shooters.
Morris outside. Powell down low. Outside Westbrook. Covington setting the pick for Westbrook. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Aldama. Brooks feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. Here's Jones to end the cold streak. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Powell. Into the lane. Out to Morris. For the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Morris has got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Covington against Clark. Here's Bane. And good that time. 18 points for Desmond Bane.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Takes it out to Covington. Back to Powell. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
Jones up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Stolen by Westbrook. Inside. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist from Westbrook. Plumlee's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, You can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Here's Conchar, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And here's George for 3. Not going to go that time. And Memphis the other way now. The Grizzlies shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And Memphis making a change here. Haynes checked in. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. A 2-point game. Outside, Bane. Morant outside. Back to Bane. Jackson from long range. Clock at 6. And Adams kicks to Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That's good from Morant. Both free throws good from Morant. And the Clippers call time here. Desmond Bane really making a difference here.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Outside, George. At the top of the key, Gordon. And Leonard has it in the corner. Rebounded by Jackson. Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats a Zubac.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, what a game. Neither team getting ground. Grizzlies lead by 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Here's Morant. In at the guard spots. Morant and Bane. Brandon Clark is out there with Jackson. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Bane. And they get it back. Clark dishes to Morant. Back to Clark. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Bane. Zubac's defending. Here's Morant. And finally, that one's good. Morant's got 19 points.
He has elite athleticism, makes Ja Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
Here's George. Over in the corner, Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Zubac finds George. Now here's Gordon. Takes it out to Leonard from downtown. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
It's tipped. Batum with the steal. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
Morant against George. Crafty move. And then Morant slams it in. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
And here's Gordon from outside, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Morant on the inbound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. And there's Paul George on the assist by Batum.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Morant passes to Bain. And it's off from three-point range.
2 minutes remaining.
The Clippers in the lead.
2 minutes.
To the middle. Batum finds George. Back to Batum. That one doesn't drop. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Adams, the pass to Morant. Clark outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And the first thing I thought of confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
On the wing, Gordon. Back to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Stolen. Adams with it. Kicks to Jackson. 1:09 left in the game. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Emphatic bucket from Steven Adams. His team needed one, and he wouldn't be denied.
Here's George. Takes it out to Leonard. Gordon dishes to Leonard. Back to Gordon. Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
A proven champion and a big-time performer. Kawhi wants to be the guy at the line in these close ones.
All free throws good from Kawhi and Leonard. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Morant looking around. Shot clock at 6. Jackson finds Bain. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And there's the pass to George. Back to Leonard. To the inside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 13.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
feature great front courts, Brent. A little throwback to the old days of the NBA when big men ruled.
Well, the game has become so perimeter-oriented. These guys have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to operate inside a phone booth, and we'll see if these big guys can find a way to dominate uniquely in the way that they bring their offensive prowess.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. From deep, Bane, the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
You leave it to CP3, statistically one of the top 10 assist men, not just in the league now, in the history of the game.
Moran against Paul. That one goes in.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. And it's Ja Morant with the foul.
Ja Morant.
That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Durant. Booker finds Durant. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks.
That's his first foul of the game.
Foul. Second team foul.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. It's Booker on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul. Pass to Ayton. And he lays it up and in.
Big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Ayton, the screen on Bane. Booker for 3. Adams grabs the miss.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire. And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Jackson gets the bucket.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Outside Booker. Stolen by Bane. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Morant finds Bane. Here's Jackson from behind the arc. And again, hits the Grizzlies from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Okogie. And here's Booker. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Paul with the bucket.
Phenomenal basketball instincts by Durant. Picks that one clean and then sends it the other way.
There's a minute 12 left to play in the first. On the wing, Brooks. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Hey, when when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Okogie's shot is off.
A little hesitant. Maybe he thought the D was tighter on him than it really was.
Jackson, pass to Adams. Outside Bain. With the drive. Jackson on the wing. Back to Morant. Uncovered. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
The kick out to Paul. The 3-ball. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Paul's got 5 points.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Here's a 3 from Paul. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Ja Morant.
On your feet, fans.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
On the court right now, 2nd quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Adams. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
And you might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
Here's Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. Counted from distance. He's got 5.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Booker against Bain. Shoots over Booker. And that one's long.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Okogie. The layup off target.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Jackson gets the bucket.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Okogie's shot is off. Memphis leading. Brooks drives in, and that one is stuffed right through.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And Booker with the jam.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the 2nd quarter. Outside Morant. Brooks outside. There's the 3. The shot misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. Outside Booker. Pass to Okogie. It's Booker on the wing. 7 points in the game. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. Now Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Morant, the pass to Bain. Tipped away. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Outside Bain. Stolen by Ayton. On the break. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. There's There's a minute 47 left in the first half of basketball. Outside Morant. The three from Bain. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for Phoenix, Josh Okoro. At the line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both shots. A minute 9 left in the half. Morant against Paul. Pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. On the wing, Bain. Back to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Over Durant. Memphis the rebound. Morant. Jackson with it. Brooks outside. Jackson against Durant. Second chance effort. And Durant with the block.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Now Aiden. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Morant, the pass to Adams with 1 on the clock. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall. Okay, Allie, appreciate it.
Go Grizzlies, 28. The Suns, 20.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got John Conchar. Also, Tyus Jones out there. Xavier Tillman is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Outside Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Biyombo. Ross controls the rebound and the putback. Ross has gotten his first basket of the night.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Pass to Conchar. Kicks it out to Clark. Here's Conchar, guarded by Ross. Clark right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Aldama. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Baisley, defended by Jones. Here's Payne, and it's blocked by Clark. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Aldama, on the wing, Conchar. Outside Jones. Back to Conchar. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Pulls it from the corner. Clark, no good.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yeah, Warren hungry to get in there and get his hands on the rim. 2 more for him.
Jones against Payne. Jones, the pass to Clark. This one for 3. Rebounded by Payne.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Warren finds Payne. It's Ross on the wing. Pass to Biyombo. Jones against Payne. Clark, the pass to Jones. Drills it from deep. Jones has got 7.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Payne. Left side, Ross. Here's Baisley with the fadeaway. He can't get it to go.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Conchar. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
And the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Pass to Biyombo. It's Ross on the wing. Fires the 3. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Clark. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Jones' his shot is good.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Outside Payne. And it's all from three-point range. Memphis has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. And the basket by Clark.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Now here's Warren. Ooh, a clear look for Ross. Nice jump shot. Ross has got 7 points here in the quarter.
That's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Payne against Jones. Clark outside. Over Warren. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies going into the break up 12. There. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here are the Grizzlies now, coming off a Suns make. Here's Aldama. Pass to Conchar. Shot clock at 5. He takes it in. Outside Jones. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And so here's Phoenix, trailing by 10. Outside Paul. Here's Okogie. Back to Booker. Pass to Ayton. 5 to shoot. And Ayton with the stuff.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Payne, the pass to Morant. Back to Payne. There's the triple. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Okogie. Now Booker. Changes up. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brooks from outside. And Ayton pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Back to Durant. No one near him. Goes back up. Grizzlies with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14. Brooks finds Jackson. Now here's Morant. On the wing, Bane. Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing. From the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And Booker with the jam.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
For Memphis, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Morant, pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Suns trailing. Ayton passes to Booker. Sinks the tray.
And there's not a thing you can do against Devin Booker when he's heating up like this.
Bane against Booker. Outside Morant. Back to Bane. The drive by Brooks. And he banks in the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Nails it from 3.
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the fourth quarter. Gets the 3 to fall. Brooks has got 5 points now this quarter.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Ball against Morant. Jackson outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Booker for 3. They get it back. 8. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Booker from downtown. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Outside Morant. Outside Bane. Pocket 6. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Morant. Shoots over Paul. And it's Morant missing. And the Suns with possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And it's critical. Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
That'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 5 ticks left in the fourth. For 3, Durant. No good. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. This one was in the balance right in.
well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the three. George with the bucket.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Booker against Gordon. Here's Okogie. Durant wide open. He fires. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Covington passes to George. Back to Covington. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Paul George with the steal. Durant with the steal. Driving inside.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a three-point game. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
And Ayton throws it down.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Booker with no one around. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Now, here is George. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
The Clippers trail. Kicks it out to Leonard. Left side, Gordon. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Gordon's got his second basket.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Now here's Durant. He's got 5. Pass to Ayton. Ball outside. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3.
3-point basket.
KD's got 8 points.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Covington in the corner. Passes it to Gordon. He takes it in, and then Gordon with the dunk.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. Will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next shot. Booker outside. And a dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
George against Paul. And George, here we go. And he banks in the layup.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Okogie. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Covington finds Leonard. Back to George. Three-pointer. No good. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He notched.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
They've got Paul George, Robert Covington out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Gordon. And it's Zubats in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. There's the pass to Gordon. A three from Leonard. Rebound by Okogie. Suns leading by 3. Look from Durant. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. KD's got 10 points.
We try and tell people there are stars and then superstars, and then there's guys like KD, top 10 players of all time.
Pass to Gordon. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes. That's down in the low post area. You see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. That's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Leonard against KD. For 3, Okogie. They get it back, and Ayton stays with it.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And George kicks to Covington. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns leading by 5. Hooker the pass to Okogie. No good on the triple.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Leonard attacking. Here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Passes to Durant. To the left side wing. Okogie for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Okogie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, Covington. Back to George. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Good read there from Covington. Adept at realizing when to dish it to a teammate.
Booker finds KD. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 4. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Kicks it out to Covington. No good from outside. Phoenix leading by 4. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or plunk down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Kawhi Leonard.
And he makes both free throws.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
On the wing, George. Kicks it to Covington. Puts it up from 12. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D overcommits like that.
And it's tied up with that one. 1:53 left here in the second. Booker against George. Good chance here for Booker. Back to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Okogie for three. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, George. Gordon finds Covington. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy.
Pass to Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard inside. KD's on him. Covington down low. Defended by Paul. So they take the lead. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Outside Leonard. Back to George. The pass to Covington. Lock at 6. George, no good. Outside, KD. Ayton wide open. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive. Thanks, David. And we'll be...
Your Clippers, 28. The Suns, 29.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So it's Paul on the bench. Here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Bismack Biyombo. Terrence Ross is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Warren, and it's Baisley in at the power forward. Here's Ross. Pass to Baisley. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross. The Clippers in the lead. Now Westbrook passes it to Powell. Outside for Batum. Morris right side. Pass to Powell. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Norman Powell.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Good on the second free throw. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Morris outside. Back to Westbrook. Into the lane. Out to Morris. Batum inside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Powell for three. It's hauled in by Warren. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And the Suns miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The big question surrounding Russell Westbrook's career numbers. Is his triple-double record unbreakable. Richard, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it may be. I didn't think anybody would get close to Oscar Robertson, Mark, and I played with Jason Kidd. Russ has completely crushed that, and he's still going.
Changing ends. Westbrook just moves at a different speed than everyone else, and he runs hard all the time.
Payne kicks to Warren, and the pass to Ross. Out left to the wing. Payne gets a wide open look, and the Suns miss again. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Powell. On the wing, Morris. He feeds it to Plumlee. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Suns trail by 6. And here's Payne. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Ross dishes to Biombo. Pass to Bazley. Ross against Powell. No good from Ross. Pass to Bazley. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Westbrook finds Powell. Back to Westbrook. It's Powell on the wing. And the dunk by Powell. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constitutes.
The previous play.
Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
It really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Ross. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, heads up play by Warren, spotting a wide open shooter and delivering a dime.
Outside Westbrook. In the corner, it's Morris. Drives to the hoop. Biombo with the block. Here's Bazley, defended by Batum. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
Outside Warren. The tray. It's stolen by Morris. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And the dunk by Batum.
And nice upshot from Batum. He's in the air for the jam before the defense can stop him.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Bazley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morris outside. In the corner, Powell with it. Ross with the steal. He kicks it to Biombo. Westbrook with the steal. And pushing it up Los Angeles. The Clippers again in transition. Batum passes to Westbrook. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers ahead. They lead by 6. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Paul George. And there's Gordon. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Well, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles? Suns trail by 8. Ayton a screen on George. Booker dishes to Ayton. Paul outside. Out to the right wing. For 3 at Kobe. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's George. Left side, Gordon. Back to George. The pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And KD throws it down.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Pass to Zubac. Booker against Gordon. Leonard attacking. 6 to shoot. Zubac the pass to Leonard. That one's not going to go. Durant with some nice D. Shot on the wing. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Count it. Clippers leading by 5. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Questionable shot selection in that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Outside, George. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
Leonard looking around. Kicks it out to Gordon. From past the arc. They get the rebound. Zubac the pass to Leonard. George against Paul. Just 5 to shoot. George, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Booker with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
I couldn't hit the ball, and they need every point they can get.
Second team foul.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Passes it to Zubac. All sorts of time. Again, the Clippers.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot.
And KD throws it down.
And we have seen this from Durant before. When the game is on the line, he comes alive.
Outside Leonard. Covington kicks to Leonard. Gordon, the pass to Zubac. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Zubac, the pass to George. From deep three-point range. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Probably. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. So the Clippers win the tip. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brandon Clark out there with Jackson. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Batum outside. Now Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And he recovers it.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Gordon attacking. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up again. Leonard can't get it to go.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. First quarter, just over a minute played. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Batum finds George. Now here's Leonard. Fires for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And it's Morant missing.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
George passes to Batum. Here's Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
Both good from the line that time. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. George against Bane. Kicks it to George. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Now, Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
Morant with it, checked by Gordon, and a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Pass to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Kicks it out to Clark. From outside the arc. That shot is off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Up top Batum. It's George on the wing. Chance there to to take the lead, but a miss.
Foul. Paul George. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies.
And the free throw, no good.
At the foul line for one.
For Memphis, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Payne with a screen on George. Outside Payne. Outside for Moran. Here's Jackson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And that one falls for Jackson.
Shooting for Memphis. Jaren Jackson.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
They just committed too many fouls. While you don't want to give up easy looks, you also don't want to give away points. It's been a non-stop parade to the free throw line.
Covington's checked in for the Clippers. The Clippers trail. George outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Brandon Clark.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
Good on both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Now Morant. Doesn't go for him. Ooh, nice D from George. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Now here's Morant. Jackson finds Payne. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on George. 4 on the clock. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams could be a force in the pick and roll. There are not many defenders who want to get in his way when he's the roll man.
Here's Covington. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Robert Covington.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he makes the first.
I love Robert Covington's story. Here's an undrafted player out of Tennessee State who's now made a very long, productive NBA career as a 3-and-D player and just one of the hardest workers in the league.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now here's Zubac. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Outside Morant. Clark outside. Back to Morant. Driving inside. And then Morant with the dunk.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers youth team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Memphis leading. We've got Ivica Zubac, Paul George out there with Eric Gordon. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Leonard in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Payne against Gordon. Clark outside. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, They're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
For the Clippers, Plumlee comes in for Zubac. And it's Russell Westbrook in for George. Jones against Westbrook. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Clark finds Jackson. And here's Bain. Back to Jackson. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in.
Into the lineup for your Clippers, Norman Powell.
Here's Westbrook. Quarter number 2 and just over a minute of play. Pass to Leonard. Looking to get back on track.
It has to be interesting.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed. Even
the previous play is under
no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Morant's checked in. The free throw drops for Leonard.
This guy turned himself into one of the league's top talents. Kawhi Leonard continues to be a dominant two-way force.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Jackson on the wing. Outside for Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Clark. And stolen by Covington. And they're running. Ball's going up the court. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Westbrook on multiple occasions has averaged double-digit assists. You know he knows exactly when to deliver the pass.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
And the basket by Plumlee.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Jackson. Pass to Morant. Jackson with it. Pounded by Westbrook. Back to Morant. Pass to Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Morant. Fires the 3. Covington grabs the board. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. And the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years. They could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Timeout call, Memphis.
Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies. Fans, again, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And Leonard drops them both. And again here in the second quarter of action. Just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Westbrook looking for his first basket, still in this one. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Zubats, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Gordon comes in for Powell. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, VA. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
All right, everyone, let's give a big hand for your Clippers Breakers. Here's the door for your Clippers Breakers. Timeout, Grizzlies. Fans, let's give a big LA welcome to the Clippers. One more time for your Clippers Spirit Dance Team.
Memphis trailing here.
And then Morant with the dunk. Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Westbrook against Bain. Gordon, the pass to Covington. Out to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Westbrook outside. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They're working themselves to the line, using great fakes and getting into the body of the shot blocker.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
Come on and make some noise.
George, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
For your Clippers Spirit Dance Team.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. From deep. The shot comes out. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard for 3. Pure from three-point range. Leonard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
Back to Morant. The 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Adams with a screen on Gordon. Bain, the pass to Adams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
George hits them both.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Pass to Adams. Right side Morant. Clark outside. Back to Morant. Launches it. The Clippers grab the miss.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And that one's good. Covington.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
George outside. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it to George. It's Covington on the wing. Back to George. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams, size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
The Grizzlies, 21.
Appreciate it, Allie. we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Adams in at the center position. Powell. The kick out to Morris. Back to Powell. Pass to Plumlee. No good on the shot. Good D by Clark. The Grizzlies shooting about 47%. A nice number. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. On Robert Covington. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in for Adams. Williams comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Conchar, he's checked in for Desmond Bane. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant. Batum is checked in for Los Angeles. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Aldama's checked in for Clark. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Jones against Westbrook. Down low. Here's Tillman. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And Powell with the stuff.
Woo-hoo, the leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Jones against Westbrook. Now here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 5 on the clock. And it's in there. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Powell with it. Batum outside. Pass to Westbrook. Banked it in on the glass. And the Clippers lead by 3.
The slashing ability of Russell Westbrook is undeniable. Good luck keeping between him and the basket.
Conchar drives in. Williams with it. Guarded now by Morris. And he drives in. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Batum's shot is off. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First personal foul.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
Shooting from Memphis.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. To the inside, stolen by Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the...
Here's Conchar. Powell covers. Back to Conchar. Pass to Tillman. Driving to the basket, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
That one falls.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop. Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
And you talk about Powell's athleticism, Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
The Grizzlies have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Jones from outside. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Clippers in the lead. And Westbrook slams it home.
Well, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
Jones from outside. Pass to Conchar. Here's Tillman. He's checked by Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. Jones with the ball. And the shot goes in. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Westbrook, the pass to Powell. Offline with a 3. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Conchar. 3-pointer, no good. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Powell. The kick out to Morris. Batum outside. Pass to Powell. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers team.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. The Clippers shooting the ball at 48% so far. They've got Robert Covington. Eric Gordon is out there with Paul George. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Leonard outside. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game's too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Memphis trailing here. Morant with it, guarded by Covington. Clark, the pass to Morant. Outside Bain. Jackson on the wing. Gordon against Bain. Adams, the pass to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Blocked! Now Gordon. Covington finds Gordon. Leonard on the wing.
LA foul. Kawhi Leonard.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
Here they are, fans.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, at the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. As this game enters its final moments, he told his guys to keep their cool, saying, quote, "No sloppy play. Let's stay true to what we do best. We're almost there, gentlemen."
And Allie, thanks. Clark, no good. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008 grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you could be in trouble.
Timeout call, Memphis.
Get yourself a free t-shirt. Come on and get loud right now, fans. It's time to cheer on your Clippers spirit.
We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
George passes to Leonard. George outside. And George with the jam.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Out to the right wing. Out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. George against Bain. George, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
Batum's checked in for Covington. And Morant drops them both. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. George outside. Beyond the arc. And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. Guarded now by George. And it's Morant off the drive. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Here's Leonard. Out to Powell. Back to Leonard. And it's blocked by Clark. And he's able to get it back. Pass to Batum. Now here's Zubac. Clock at 4. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. For 3, George. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Morant. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded by Zubac. Down low. Here's Adams. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Calm, cool, collected under pressure. Steven Adams, no problem.
Leonard for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Outside Morant. Going inside. And then Morant with the jam.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Here's Batum. Off target from 3-point range.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Morant finds Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
And the basket by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Morant, pass to Bain. George against Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Leonard outside. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Morant against Powell. Outside Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Clark, the pass to Bain. Here's Jackson, and there's the drive, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D, and it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. You know, the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 32 seconds left to play in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Covington's checked in for the Clippers. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. George passes to Covington. Powell in the post, pounded by Morant. Outside Covington. Leonard on the wing. 5 to shoot. On the take. Oh, he missed it.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard has always been able to raise his game in critical moments. Now it's about, can Kawhi deliver at the foul line?
And Leonard drops them both.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. They're behind by 2. 5 ticks left in the game. All right, guys, what's your take?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama.
Leonard way outside. He's off from 3. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill. We've got quite a game in store for us tonight, Steve. It's a matchup between 2 NBA powerhouses.
These teams are stacked with talent, Kevin, and this game could be a preview of what's to come. I would not be surprised if these teams meet in the postseason.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And a wide open look for Bain. Gets a very good look and converts.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open Bain.
Durant with a wide open look. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Morant passes to Brooks. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Morant surveying the D. Puts up a 3. Brooks misses. And it's Phoenix's ball. Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, Smitty. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best. KD's height and length make him a nightmare. He can easily get a shot off.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Paul with the bucket.
Out in from deep. I love watching Chris Paul read defenses and take what they give him.
Brooks kicks to Bain. Jackson finds Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. From 12 feet out, Jackson misses.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Ripped away. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Now here's Morant. Payton for three. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Morant throws it down.
Quick hands from Desmond. Coming up with that steal. Beautiful.
Booker left side. Morant against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Adams outside. And finished off by Morant.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
This is Adams' calling card, making his presence felt defensively.
Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Booker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Out to the right wing. Here's Morant.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Screen by Durant. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Never a bad idea to run the old kick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Adams. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Durant, the pass to Okogie. Back to Durant from outside the arc. He can't get that one. 1 second left. That shot off the mark. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Here's Bane following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Bane passes to Adams. Outside, Bane. Shot clock at 6. Crosses over. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. Paul for 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Memphis leading. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Phoenix ball.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. And here is Paul. Booker the pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Booker. Off target from 3-point range. Morant dishes to Brooks. Morant finds Brooks. Bane against Booker. Bane with the bucket.
A skilled shooter like Desmond Bane also loves playing inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Paul. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Morant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sinks the triple. Bane's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Quick decision making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. And no good, the dry spell continuing for him. Morant kicks to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Passes it to Morant. Over Paul. Misses off the right iron.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Up again. Here's Durant. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Booker. Out to the wing. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Memphis ball.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Morant with a wide open look. Here's Adams outside for Jackson. Buries it from 3-point range.
Jackson Jr.
Jackson's got 5 now.
Want to impress scouts? Stand 6'11" and hit the 3 with consistency. Jackson has such a bright future.
Booker the pass to Ayton. 1:04 left in the first half.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
First team foul.
Paul passes to Ayton. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now here's Morant. Brooks right side. Bucket is good. And now an 11-point Grizzly lead.
Challenging the heart of the defense on that play. Brooks daring someone to stop him.
Durant the pass to Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
So he gets them both.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Brooks kicks to Bane. Back to Brooks. Pass to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. And another basket for Memphis.
What a night for Ja Morant. Showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great...
Your Suns, 15. The Grizzlies, 26.
big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Terrence Ross, also Payne out there. Warren is out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Baisley in at the 4. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Jones with it. Down low. Shades over Payne. Here's Tillman. Biyombo with the block. Here's Payne. To the paint. Ball stolen. Kennard, the pass to Aldama. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Suns trail by 11. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
The Grizzlies shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Kennard on the wing. He's guarded by Ross. Now, here's Kennard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Picked him clean. And it's Memphis on the break. And stolen by Payne. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Here's Jones following the score by Phoenix. Here's Aldama. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And he's good on the 3-ball.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
The pass to Payne. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
There's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
From deep. Payne can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Tillman passes to Aldama. Inside. Memphis moving it around. Passes it to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Conchar. A 3-pointer, no good. And it's Warren with the ball for Phoenix. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Baisley passes to Biyombo. And yes, it's good.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Aldama. Now, Kennard. He's guarded by Ross. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. It's going to be Kennard shooting.
Shooting from Memphis.
T.J. Warren picks one up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And at the charity stripe a season ago, he didn't miss many. 90% on the year.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
35 seconds left to play in the third. Now Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kennard for three. Cranes the three-pointer. Kennard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And here's Payne. Here's Ross. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over.
And please give a big round of applause.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Jones is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Tillman in at the 5. Suns trail by 12. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Aldama. Defended by Durant. It's deflected. Launches it. And Jones pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Tillman passes to Jones. From deep. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lobbed up there for Durant. That shot missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Here's Aldama. Kennard for 3. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Booker. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Conchar. Trains it from beyond the arc. Conchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Ayton with it. Jones covering. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
KD with the reach to finish anything you throw his way.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Paul with the 3. Can't hit that one. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Okogie, defended by Jones. Gets it down to single digits.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Tillman. And stolen by Ayton. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant with it, guarded now by Durant. And the dunk by Jackson.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Booker with no one around. And And the Suns miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
The first one falls.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
No one covering.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Morant outside. And there's the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Fadeaway. That shot misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Brooks from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Jackson. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Here's Morant. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. For three, Booker, and they recover it. Durant in the corner. Three-pointer. The rebound by Steven Adams. Brooks outside. He kicks it to Morant. And so the Grizzlies take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what would...
tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Eric Gordon is out there with Paul George. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Offensive rebound, George hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And Paul George can take advantage of the length he has to make extra possessions like that happen.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Gordon against Booker. Pass to Okogie. Outside Booker. Three-pointer. The shot won't fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. George passes to Leonard. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down. You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
And the bucket is good.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
George against Paul. Takes a step back. Leonard for three. The rebound by Devin Booker. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. George against Paul. Fires from deep. And the Clippers miss again. George has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And Ayton with the stuff.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Here's George. Pass to Leonard to end the run. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
3-point field goal.
Leonard's got 6.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Paul. George against Booker. Durant, pass to Paul. Now here's Booker. 5 on the clock. Here's Okogie for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those. Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Paul with it. Soft touch off the glass. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and the point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Nice shot by Okogie.
There's a part of KD's game that goes under the radar. It's probably that right there, playmaking.
George against Paul. And the jam by George.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. Here's Okogie. Ayton. It's good on the putback.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Pass to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
The assist.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Paul. 32 seconds left to play in the first. And Ayton with the stuff.
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
Now George. Leonard on the wing. Gordon outside. Back to Leonard. Stolen by Ayton. Zubac with the steal. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
9 seconds left in the first quarter. 4 seconds left. The shot that time not on target. And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for the Suns. Hunting for opportunity.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Phoenix?
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
On the floor for the Clippers, they've got Eric Gordon. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Covington no good. The Suns leading. Outside for Booker. Outside Paul. Okogie into the lane. Pass to Booker. All sorts of time. Yep, that one goes. Booker's got his first basket.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Gordon against Booker. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And stolen by Booker. Pass to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
That's an instinctual scoring play from Devin Booker.
Paul against George. Shoots over Paul. That one doesn't drop. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their prime. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And they pick up 2. Leonard's got 8.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there with his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
Outside Durant. Takes a 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Leonard for 3. Rebounded by Chris Paul.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Booker for 3. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
The kick to Durant. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to George. The 3 is up. Phoenix grabs the miss. Inside. Here's Ayton. Back to Okogie. Now Booker. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
And Phoenix has possession after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Three-pointer. Gordon with a steal. And stolen by Durant. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Leonard. Give him 8 points now. George passes to Gordon. Zubac with a screen on Booker. Clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Gordon can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Paul passes to Ayton. Paul against George. Outside Durant. 4-3. That shot off. It's George on the wing. Nice D from Durant.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. All right, we'll get back to the action. the second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Darius Baisley. Terrence Ross is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Warren in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And Batum playing with some aggressiveness here, drawing that foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for the Clippers, Nikola Batum.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Well, the Suns shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Outside Ross. It's Warren on the wing. Pass to Payne. Here's Baisley, guarded by Batum. Here's Payne. It's rebounded by Morris.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Westbrook can't hit.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Here's Ross. Oh, Westbrook with a block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
Here's Baisley. And the Suns miss again. Well, the Clippers shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And defensively, this could be a good foul. No reason to give Plumlee easy points inside, given his struggles at the free throw line.
That's good from Plumlee. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Morris. He does not get the second one. The Suns have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Kicks it out to Warren. Ross passes to Warren.
Clippers foul. Bones Highland. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Pass to Payne. And here's Warren. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Suns lead by 11.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." B.A.?
All right, thanks, Allie. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. To the left side wing. Here's Baisley.
You like the workmanlike approach from Batum on defense, just making effort and having some great coverage area.
Warren finds Payne. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. The Clippers trail. Here's Highland. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Inside. Here's Baisley. And the layup is good off the glass.
Baisley's got good size at 6'8", so down on the interior with that length. Tough to stop.
Powell outside. Pass to Highland. Westbrook outside. Out to the wing. Puts up a three. And the basket by Highland.
Well, Westbrook involving his teammates is one thing, but not missing guys wide open, that helps. Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while, but don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
Warren for three. Rebound by the Clippers. To the inside. And the basket by Plumlee. Plumlee's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's where Plumlee operates best. The closer to the basket, the better chance he has of converting.
And with Highland, the fearlessness he brings. It's what makes the fans love him, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., I like the Bones nickname, by the way, but the energy, it's infectious, and that's what Bones brings to the game. And when he gets hot, this guy tends to stay hot for a long time.
Powell with it, and it's Payne picking him up. Pass to Batum. Out to Powell. Lets the three fly. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Back to Warren. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And it's the Clippers on the break. And Powell with the stuff.
So the pick by Westbrook on one end, and that sets up the easy transition points.
Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Payne, pass to Ross. Back to Payne. Picked up by Baisley. Pass to Ross. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Second personal
It goes on Russell Westbrook, and he drops the first.
At the line for your Suns.
And so he makes both from the line. 5 ticks left to play in the third. Here's Batum. The three won't fall.
Well, excellent job, KD, timing the contest there and using his length to bother the shot.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Suns ahead. They're up by 3. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George out there with Eric Gordon. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Zubac in at the center position.
That's why they call him the Claw. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
Pass to Zubac. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It goes on Kevin Durant.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
George against Paul. Now here's Leonard. He's closely guarded. Pass to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. George with it. Now guarded by Booker. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
It's good. The assist that time from Paul. And now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Here's George. Okogie pulls down the board. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Ayton finds Paul. Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
The classic big man play there, just pushing right past the defense and finishing strong.
Steps back. Out to Covington. Zubac passes to Covington and stolen by Durant. In transition, here come the Suns. Up top, Paul, defended by Gordon. Gordon with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. George outside. Zubac screen. George passes to Zubac. Out to Leonard. From behind the arc. Gets the three ball to go.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Paul. Now here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Leonard, left side. Gordon finds Leonard. And slammed it home. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was
The previous play is under
in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
George against Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Durant. Booker for three. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
George against Paul. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up. Huge shot at this moment in the game.
Paul passes to Booker. The kick to Durant. Launches a 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Suns lead by 7.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort for the squad. And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Pass to Okogie. And stolen by Covington.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive. Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And an intentional foul right there.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
The Clippers call timeout. They're behind by 5. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Clippers have possession. Leonard for 3. No luck on that one. So the Suns win it. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such